Sentinels, and welcome to this episode of Drug-Free ADHD and Superfocus, brought to you by Leaderstribe.tv. My name's Gavin Readman, and this channel is all about the people that have adult ADHD. They are the people I call sentinels, and they are the ones that I wish to help in this world. Everybody else, Superfocus, we happen to be, as people with ADHD, we have a superpower, which is hyperfocus. And of course, all these things that I'm talking about will help you as well if you're talking about concentrating or super focusing on something that you wish to do in your life, your job or profession. Depends on what it is. Okay, with that, today I'm going to be talking about something that Jay asked me, and she said, well, what's so special about breathing? Now, Jay, to answer your question, I pointed you at Wim Hof to go and learn out how to actually do that. He's a fantastic teacher. He talks about cold therapy, etc. But the main thing that, or major part of that, is also how to breathe. Now, why is that important to anybody and everybody? Well, our body gives us loads of different inputs, or our brain does, receives hundreds of different inputs from our body. And a lot of them are completely unconscious to us. We take no notice of them until we have something perhaps really serious that we realize. So we've cut ourselves, or we've had a heart attack, or we've had a stroke. I know this sounds really bad, but it's the things that really hurt us or could endanger our existence that then become conscious sensation to us. But one of them that we do and influences us every single day is our breath. It's something that we do as soon as we pop out and are born until the day that we die. And that's why they say your last breath or your dying breath. Well, and that one actually happens after you've expired, by the way. And the thing that you can do on a daily basis which influences that is, depending on our emotional state, we breathe differently. And because our brain releases, or our brain receives chemicals based on the inputs that it's getting, if we're breathing or acting in a particular way, that means we're taking actions, that can actually cause us distress. And one of the ways that we can actually influence that on a daily basis, and this is my experience, it's also based on mindfulness. People or companies like Google, LinkedIn, and a lot of the others are larger corporations actually use mindfulness for this specific reason, because mindful breathing releases serotonin and it calms you down. And when you calm down, are more present, it allows you to make better decisions. It also allows you to consciously make decisions based on your values, your purpose, your goals. I don't particularly like goals. I'm sure you've heard me talk about that. I prefer our standards, but they are based on our values and principles. And from my particular perspective, it's on a day-by-day basis, and this is why you'll see me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, basically demonstrating that I actually do this on a day-to-day basis, starting usually at 4:30 in the morning and going all the way through my day. And I've done this for over since I was 26 years old, basically, to the point I realized that actually, although I thought, well, what's meditation? How's that going to help me? It's a load of rubbish. Until a friend of mine said, okay, just try it. And I did. And 3 weeks later, I was a different person. I'll say that again. 3 weeks later, 5 minutes a day of breathing. He didn't ask me to do mindfulness or anything else, just block breathing. So it was 3 second in breath, hold the breath for 3 seconds, 3 second out breath, hold it for 3 seconds, 3 second in breath. 5 minutes a day, 3 weeks, different person. Now, I realize that's different for every person, so a disclaimer, it may be different for you, it may be quicker, it may take you longer, but I've kept doing that. I've been doing it since I was 26 years old, and I do know for a fact that it does keep you calm and ground you in the moment. So if you're feeling anxious, there are quick ways of doing that, which I've mentioned in a previous episode, which takes 30 seconds, and it's literally just pick an object where you don't assign any emotional value to it. So like that is a chair. Say that is a chair. Take a deep breath in, deep exhale. Do that 3 times, 30 seconds, simple as that. And that will calm you down. And that's been used by CEOs, sportsmen, surgeons, people who have really high stress jobs. But this is all for normal people too. All the stuff that the Olympians and the Kobe Bryants of these worlds and great sportsmen, sportswomen, the masters of a particular sport subject, we can use those things to improve our daily lives. It's not something that is the reserve of the few. It's something you could do walking to school, going to work, sitting on a train. It requires, in quotes, only the effort that you wish to do it, and nobody will see it at all. So if you're breathing deeply for 20 minutes a day, believe me, you will feel differently after you've done this for 2 to 3 weeks, I think. That's my opinion. It's my experience based on what I've heard from other people as well. And with that, that is my rant for the day. I hope that has answered your question, Jay. And as I said, go check out Wim Hof. He will basically teach you the how and also why I do my mindful breathing techniques in the morning, in the freezing cold, on why the cold helps you. Now, that is, again, something for another episode, which I'll talk about. And if you want to go and check that out, Wim Hof, please do. He's a fantastic guy. He can be a bit strange for some people, but to tell you the truth, you listen to his message, it's the results that count, because they're the things that change your lives if you do them on a daily basis. And it's your standards that count. So with that, have a plan, be fun, foster wisdom wherever you see it, and wherever you may be, have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.